I've been making leather goods for nearly 10 years, and the single detail that separates something that looks handmade from something that looks genuinely like it came out of a luxury leather atelier, it's not the stitching, it's rarely the edge paint, it's what the snaps are hidden underneath. Welcome back to the channel, my name is Will, and so today we're going to be covering snaps in leather. This is not something that I have seen anywhere else, and I think every luxury leather worker needs to know. It's one of those finishing techniques that I genuinely think makers have to have in their toolkit. It doesn't take long, it doesn't require any specialist tools, there are jigs out there, but my older Mez mentor told me that if you are good, you don't need a jig. So I'm going to teach you this without a single jig. I'm going to be using a normal snap. It's two parts, but obviously one part there's nothing special about, the bottom part, the nipply. So we're going to start with the top cap bit. I'm splicing my Auran goat down to 0.6 millimeters. It has to be quite thin for this to work well. And the reason it has to be quite thin is because we're going to be stretching it over the snap. So we want it to be quite thin, but we don't want it to be too thin where the stretch actually tears it. I'm going to be using a solvent-based contact adhesive for this, and the reason I'm going to be doing that is two parts. One, it's much stronger and sets much harder than water-based, and the second is water-based doesn't work on metal. I'm sure there's someone out there in the comments who's going to at me saying that they got a particular water-based paint, a water-based adhesive to work on their metal. Yeah, probably, but this is for everyone to use, not a single person. So we're going to be putting quite a large globule of glue onto our leather. Why are we doing that? And why are we doing this wet? We're doing this wet for two reasons. One, so that the leather can stretch around it more easily. And two, because if you do this when the both sides have set, you only get one chance. You can't then reposition it, pull the leather around a little bit, can't do any of that. So normally, yes, I would suggest that you let your glue set entirely and then make contact. Don't do that in this case, it makes it much harder. I'm using a sponge. I'm also going to use my belly, which you're about to see. I'm going to put an awl in the middle of the snap, in the middle of the back of the snap, the part that you're going to mushroom over to make this into an actual snap. And that awl is doing only one thing, it's to hold it. You can use tweezers, you can use pliers, you can do anything you want to hold it in the middle. I'm then going to start pulling that leather around the snap to start bringing it around. And I'm then, after I've bordered around a little bit, I'm going to tie on some thread. I'm going to tie on some polyester thread. Why am I using polyester thread? I almost always stitch entirely with linen. However, because we're going to be putting a lot of tension on this thread as we pull it around, we need it to be polyester. And you want as thin a thread as physically possible. I suggest a 0.45 millimeters. If you go much thinner than that, you can tear into the leather, but you want it nice and thin so you can wrap it around lots of times without there being too much bulk. You also want a second awl, or if you're using pliers, you want a first awl, but you want an awl which is going to allow you to properly push that leather down into the space behind it. That is it. Make sure after you've done this and you've trimmed off the excess, you leave this for 24, well, maybe slightly less, for a day I would recommend, so that that glue sets fully, so that you can trim off the back. And once you've trimmed off the back, which we're going to use a really sharp scalpel for, what we want to do is, the reason we're leaving it for 24 or 12 hours depending on which glue you're using, is because if you cut this off and the glue is still wet, this will all unpeel. So you want it to set entirely before you do anything else. So it's essentially rock solid on there, so that once you've cut off the bit holding it on, which is the thread, you have no concerns about this actually just falling off, because all you've done at that point is put wet glue on a piece of leather which just slides off, doesn't it? Don't forget to sign up to my Skool account where I go through the full process with you. Have a great day. Take care.